हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। विष्णुपाद परम परवेजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री ऐसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रपाद की जय। विष्णुपाद परम परवेजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी शिल प्रपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की श्री गोस्वामी वृंद की श्री श्रीनिताय गौरांग की राधा कुंज गौनटराज की जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुब्रमैया की all good station devotees, all good station devotees, all good station devotees, all good station and Gauranga. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपाकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। Reading from Canto 10, verse number chapter 87, verse number 37. Please recite after me. Please recite after me. Na yad idam agra asha na bhavishyad ato nidanad anumitam antara tvayi vibhati mrishaikarase ata upamiyate द्रविण जाति विकल्पपतेर विताथा वितात मनो विलासम ऋतम इति अवयन्ति अबूदः न यदिदम् अग्र आशा न भविष्यात् अतो निधनात् अनुमितम अंतरा त्वयि विभाति मृषैकरासे अत उपमीयते द्रविण जाति विकल्पपतेर विताता मनोविलासम ऋतम इति अवयन्ति अबूधा। न यद् इदम् अग्र आशा न भविष्यात् अतो निधनात् अनुमितम् अंतरा त्वयि विभाति मृषैकरासे अत उपमीयते द्रविण जाति विकल्पपतेर विताता मनोविलासम ऋतम इति अवयन्ति अबूधा। न यद् इदम् अग्र आशा न भविष्यात् अतो निधनात् अनुमितम् अंतरा त्वयि विभाति मृषैकरासे अत उपमीयते द्रविण जाति विकल्पपतेर विताता मनोविलासमृतम् इति अवयन्ति अबूधा. What word meaning? Na, not, yet, because, idam, this universe, agre, in the beginning, asha, existed, na bhavishyat, it will not exist, atah, hence, nidanat, anu, after its annihilation, mitam, deduced, antara, in the meantime, within you, tvai, within you, vibhati, it appears, mrisha, false, ekarase, whose experience of spiritual ecstasy is unchanging. Atah, does, upamiyate, it is understood by comparison. Dravina, of material substance. Jati, in the categories. Vikalpa, of the transformations. Pate, with the varieties. Vitata, contrary to fact. Mana, of the mind. Vilasam, fantasy. Ritam, real. Iti, so. Avayanti, think. Abudha, the unintelligent. Translation and purport to the disciples of His Divine A.C. Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Disciples ki jai. Translation. This praise offering by person by Vedas. Since this universe did not exist prior to its creation and will no longer exist after its annihilation, we conclude that in the interim it is nothing more than a manifestation imagined to be visible within you, whose spiritual enjoyment never changes. We liken this universe to the transformation of various material substances into diverse forms. Certainly those who believe that this figment of the imagination is substantially real are less intelligent. Purport. Having thus defeated all attempts of the ritualists to prove the substantial reality of material creation, the Persian Vedas now present positive evidence to the contrary, that this world is unreal, I think previous verse also there, today reading. Previous verse translation I will read. 36. But I will not read all the purport of 36. We will summarize the 36 then. So I will read the translation of 36, then I will read 37. Okay. 36 translation. It may be proposed that this world is permanently real because it is generated from the permanent reality. But such an argument is subject to logical refutation. Sometimes, indeed, the apparent non-difference of a cause and its effect fails to prove true. At other times, the product of something real is illusory. Furthermore, this world cannot be permanently real, for it partakes of the natures of not only the absolute reality, but also the illusion disguising that reality. Actually, the visual forms of this world are just an imaginary arrangement resorted by a succession of ignorant persons in order to facilitate their material affairs, with their various meanings and implications. The learned words of your Vedas bewilder all persons whose minds have been deluded by hearing the incantations of sacrificial rituals. So this translation, then we'll read that some translation and purport. Since this universe did not exist prior to its creation and will no longer exist after its annihilation, we conclude that in the interim it is nothing more than a manifestation imagined to be visible within you, whose spiritual enjoyment never changes. We liken this universe to the transformation of various metal substances into diverse forms. Certainly, those who believe that this figment of imagination is substantially real are less intelligent. Purport. Having thus defeated all attempts of the ritualists to prove the substantial reality of material creation, the personified Vedas now present positive evidence to the contrary, that this world is unreal in that it is temporary. Before the creation of the universe and after its dissolution, only the spiritual reality of the Supreme Lord, along with his abode and entourage, continue to exist. The Shrutis confirm this. Atmava idam eka evagra asit. Prior to creation of this universe, only the self existed. Nashad asim na shad asit tadanim. At that time, neither the subtle nor the gross aspects of matter were present. One can understand the reality of creation by an analogy. One can understand the relativity of creation by an analogy. When the basic materials like clay and metal are processed and shaped into various products, the created objects exist separately from the clay and metal only in name and form. The basic substance remains unchanged. Similarly, when the energies of the Supreme Lord are transformed into the known things of this world, these things exist separately from him only in name and form. In the Chandogya Upanishad, the sage Udalaka explains a similar analogy to his son. Yata samyakena vitapindena sarvam rim mayam vignatam syad vacharambanam vikaro namedyam mitiketi eva satyam. For example, my dear boy, by understanding a single lump of clay, one can understand everything made from clay. The existence of transformed products is only creation of language, a matter of assigning designations. The clay alone is real. In conclusion, there is no convincing evidence that the things of this world are eternal or substantial, while there is overwhelming evidence that they are temporary and conditioned by false designations. Therefore, only the ignorant can take the imaginary permutations of matter to be real. Shri Sridhar Swami prays. Mukuta Kundala Kankana Kinkini Parinatam Kanakam Paramatataha Mahad Akran Ahankriti Ka Mukam Tata Naraharerna Paramam Paramatataha. Transformations of gold such as crowns, earrings, bangles and ankle bells are not ultimately separate from gold itself. Similarly, the material elements added by Mahatattva, false ego and either are not ultimately separate from Lord Hari. We offer prayers and we start. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kalamayam Dalati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Utapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Pariyana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakamitamsha Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaur Kishena He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenamando Jagatpate Gopesha Gopija Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurani Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sate Devi Paramami Haripriya Nilachala Nivasaya Nityaya Paramatmane Harabhadra Subhadrabhyam Jagannatha Ite Vancha Kalpatarubhyacha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. See blessings of all devotees who are here. Yes, but here in the friends of God, so that I will be able to speak something from Srimad Bhagavatam, glorifying the Supreme Lord, for glorifying the Lord and for my own purification. So here the personified Vedas, they are glorifying the Lord, they are offering prayers to the Lord. In this verse, in these two verses, 36 and 37, speaking about the living entities, jivas, who are separated from Lord's abode and want to enjoy this material world. They take different philosophies so that they will be able to enjoy in this world. So I was yesterday reading this and the previous purport. It took 2-3 times to read and understand what is written there. Basically, the living entities are of different kinds of people, you can say, like different varieties of people, categories of living entities in human form, demigods, or takes different philosophies. In this, like I wrote in 3-4 categories where the current people of this Kali Yuga, they are modern materialists, where they have no faith in the scriptures. They don't consult scriptures only. They try to research this material elements and do scientific research and try to use it for their own enjoyment, like current people. Their focus is on external and how to use this world for own enjoyment, not even according to the scriptures. So they are ready to do anything, even to destroy this world to enjoy for their own enjoyment. Like we see now, people created all different things, and, modern equipment, transportation, communication, everything for how to enjoy, how to keep this body comfortable, and these are all like modern materialists, and they are trying to go to moon or different planets, spend a lot of crores of money and for all this, how to exploit this material nature, because they don't even follow the scriptures. It is like a destruction, causing harmful to oneself and others, and how much time it will go ahead, we don't know. So these are like modern materialists, and other these materialistic philosophers. Here it is mentioned in the previous verse 36. I will read some part of the purport of 36th. According to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, the Upanishads teach that this created world is real but temporary. This is the understanding that devotees of Vishnu adhere to. But there are also materialistic philosophers like the proponents of Gemini Rishi's Karma Mimamsa, who claim that this world is only reality and exists eternally. For Gemini, the cycle of karmic action and reaction is perpetual. Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. For Gemini, the cycle of karmic action and reaction is perpetual, with no possibility of liberation into different transcendental realm. So this is the materialistic philosophers who have this understanding that, who claim this world is only reality and exists eternally, and the cycle of karmic action and reaction are perpetual with no possibility of liberation into different transcendental realm. So this viewpoint, however, is shown to be fallacious by a careful examination of Upashadic mantras, which contain many descriptions of higher spiritual existence. And my dear boy, the absolute truth alone existed prior to its creation without a second. The supreme reality is divine knowledge and bliss. So in this according to this Karma Mimamsa, materialistic philosophers, they follow the Vedas, but they have faith in the how to enjoy, do pious activities and get punya and try to enjoy in this world. If you do particular things, you will get lot of punya, and it is inexhaustible. And there are some mantras it comes in this purport, where it says that the results comes from these rituals are inexhaustible, and There are slokas like you can drink somras and become immortal. So but when people hear this kind of things in the Vedas, so they try to follow those procedures to get those punya and go to heavenly planets and try to enjoy for a long time. Example like ignorant brahmanas in Krishna Lila, I see that when Krishna and Balram, when they went to forest and the cowboys, they were hungry, so they want some food. So Krishna sends the cowboys to the agnic brahmanas who are performing yajnas, to go to heavenly planets. So they are. Then Krishna says, "No, don't ask in my name. Go and ask in the name of Balram, because he is from Kshatriya family. I am only Vaishya, born in Vaishnav family, Vaishya family." So when the cowboys goes to Yajnik Brahmanas, when they are performing yajna, they ask, Krishna and Balram are there. So they don't recognize Krishna and Balram. So they don't even look at them. They don't give heed. So these Brahmanas, they have so much faith in these Vedic mantras, where they can do these chant these Vedic mantras, do the yajna, and they get the punya, and they go to heavenly planets and enjoy there. So they couldn't even chant the Krishna's name. So these are the materialistic philosophers, karma mimamsas, doing karma and enjoy in this world perpetually. Take birth, doing rituals and create punya and go to heavenly planets, enjoy and come back again. That is their goal of life. They have no idea of how to serve Krishna, abode of Lord Vishnu, all those. So these are one category of people, materialistic philosophers, karma mimamsas, and devotees. Devotees are one. The other one is Mayavad philosophers. Those who want to Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya, they say like this. I will read again translation of 37. Since this universe did not exist prior to its creation and will no longer exist after its annihilation, we conclude that in the interim it is nothing more than a manifestation imagined to be visible within you, whose spiritual enjoyment never changes. We liken this universe to the transformation of various material substances into diverse forms. Certainly those who believe that this figment of imagination is substantially real are less intelligent. So that, like now we are discussing, those who believe that this world is only real and eternal, and in that there are like kind of two categories, where one are modern materialists. They think that this is the only life and enjoy till last moment. Other, if required, change parts of the body. If heart is not working, change, put another heart. If tongue is got cancer, you put another part of the body and make it into tongue. And everything, whatever possible, change every part of the body if required to enjoy, because they don't have any idea of next life. So jitna choose life, so body go. So this is the modern people who don't know even there is next life. completely, it's like one level. And there are people who feel this world is real. They are like karma mimosas, where they want to do rituals according to the Vedas and get punya and go on enjoying in this world and in the cycle of birth and death. Go up and enjoy heavenly planets and come back again, create punya, go back, like this. And there are here in the purport, the personified Vedas now present positive evidence to the contrary, that this world is unreal, in that it is temporary. So there are other category of people, they say that this world is unreal. They are like Brahma Satya, Jagat Mithya, like the Shankaracharya's philosophy, which is false philosophy. Lord Shiva speaks, Mayavadam asas shastram prachannam bauddham uchyate mayaiva ihitam devi kalo brahmana murtina. Lord Shiva informed the goddess Durga, the superintendent of material world, in the age of Kali, I take the form of a Brahmana and explain the Vedas through false scriptures in an atheistic way, similar to Buddhist philosophy. So, according to this, Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. Here, according to Vaishnava philosophy, this world is unreal in the sense it is temporary, because here, as it is said in the translation, before creation, it's not there. This material universe is not there, and it exists for some time, and again, annihilation, after annihilation, again it goes back into the body of Lord Vishnu. So, in the sense, it's not there. Pehle nahi hai, baad mein nahi hai. And if it is in the sense it is unreal only. It is unreal in the sense it is temporary. But this Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya, this concept of Shankaracharya is completely different. That is, they say that only that Brahman, spiritual existence is there. This Jagat Mithya, what we are seeing now, it doesn't exist only, even now also. Because till the time you are in conditioned nature, you will see all the forms, everything. But once you get liberated, actually it is nothing. It's not there. It's not that it created and like Prabhupada explains in the example. This comes in 5th Canto, 10th chapter, 21st verse, between Rahugana and discussion between Rahugana and Jadbharata. In that purport I will read just. The Mayavad philosophy explains this phenomenal world to be false, but Vaishnava philosophers do not agree. They know that the phenomenal world is a temporary manifestation, but it is not false. A dream that we see at night is certainly false, but a horrible dream certainly affects the person seeing it. The soul's fatigue is not factual, but as long as one is immersed in the illusory bodily conception, one is affected by such false dreams. When dreaming, it is not possible to avoid the actual facts, and the conditioned soul is forced to suffer due to his dream. So this is compared to like dream. When we dream, we experience during that dream. Some are like fearful dreams comes. You wake up in the middle and you see that your whole body is sweating. So dream is there. The experience of that dream is there, and it is effect on your body also. So this world is manifestation is there, the soul experience is there, and it has some purpose. As we know, the Lord created this material world for the rectification of the conditioned souls. So from the Shastras we understand what is the purpose of life. So you can work for that, and not only that, as Vaishnavas, devotees, they know how to utilize this human life to go back to Godhead. And they also know how to utilize everything in the service of the Lord. But this Mayavad philosophy like Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya in the sense they give up everything. Even they don't follow the scriptures also properly, because everything is Mithya, and whatever you can do, whatever you want. And all other philosophies, modern things come from this only. So Mithya, everything is Mithya, so everybody will create their own ways of philosophies. Anyway, everything is Mithya. I can do whatever I want. Before coming to Krishna consciousness, I went to this kind of institution where they said Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. After that course, they told to compose a poem. What you have understood, and they told to go and sit in the nature, and there is a big river was there, first kind of thing. Then they told to compose a poetry. So I heard, and I was sitting there thinking what to then I composed one poem that I will translate into English. Okay, Telugu, I made poem in Telugu. I will tell in English. So what I am saying is not true. So what I compose is एक सेंटेंस बताता हूँ, ठीक है. This world is infinite. So this world is infinite. Understand this. Try to know this. This is the second sentence. And third one is forget about it. Forget everything. And this is moksha. This is mukti. This is what I understood there from the philosophy. This world is infinite. Understand and forget it, and that is mukti. So this mithya means practically you don't need to follow any scripture. You can do whatever you want. They say that's why people some people worship. Telugu here only 2-3 years they need to speak in Telugu. 1 or 2 are there. So some people worship demigods, and they say that all demigods are same. This all comes because people, when they don't properly follow the scriptures, they create their own different things. Hetomat, Tatopat, Sambhog to Samadhi, ऐसा अलग-अलग philosophies, false. Here the word false meaning came is mrisha, but this mithya is a different word coined by Shankaracharya. Mayavada Asasya. to make like they consider they are like asuras only to and they become like this. So, but according to Vaishnava philosophy, Prabhupada many times he explains in the lectures also. Prabhupada, this unreal means in that sense it is temporary, but it is there. When it is creation is there, when creation is universe is existing, it has a purpose, and living entities should know it from the Shastra and apply in own life. Like we see in our own life how we use everything in the service of the Lord. If everything is false, there is no purpose for the things. From the beginning of the day, we see we get up in the even the devotees actually spiritualize everything. Every activity it is spiritualizing, like eating, sleeping, mating, defending, all the things. When we know the purpose of this creation, goal of life, everything is spiritualized. Mayavadis, they say it is unreal, and they don't follow any scriptures, and they meditate on voidism, and finally again they come to the material platform. That sloka comes in 10th Canto. That sloka yesterday saw it. श्लोक नंबर पता है 10.2.32 actually इसमें in this translation and purport Prabhupada includes many people actually in that. Someone may say that aside from devotees who always seek shelter at the Lord's lotus feet, there are those who are not devotees but who have accepted different process for attaining salvation. I think what happens to them? In answer to this question, Lord Brahma and other demigods said, O lotus-eyed Lord, although non-devotees who accept severe austerities penances to achieve the highest position may think themselves liberated, their intelligence is impure. They fall down from their position of imagined superiority because they have no regard for your lotus feet. So this is, aside from devotees, there are many others, non-devotees known as karmis, jnanis, yogis, philanthropists, altruists, politicians, impersonalists, voidists. There are many varieties of non-devotees who have their respective ways of liberation, but simply because they do not take shelter of Lord's lotus feet, although they falsely think that they have liberated and elevated to the highest position, they fall down. So especially these Mayavad philosophers, they meditate on voidness, impersonal Brahman. Because they have not taken shelter of the Lord, again they come back to the material activities. First they give up home and wife, children, they say everything is mithya, wife is mithya, wife, some children are mithya, and everything is mithya. They take renounced order, and again afterwards they open hospitals because they have not got the taste, not taken shelter of the Lord. They again for happiness, because the real happiness is serving the Lord serving in connection with the Lord in this world. But when they don't get that happiness in the service of the Lord, again they come and take happiness in social service activities, because you get some satisfaction in social service activities also. Because their service of social service is not in connection, seeing them in connection of Krishna or Narayan. They think they become Narayan or Daridra Narayan, they say. Everyone is God. So they want to serve Daridra Narayan, Daridra God. So, but the devotees, they know the purpose of the creation, and they spiritualize everything, in the service of the Lord. So we see how in the services of the Lord also, Lord's pastimes are also like that. Lord also takes rest. I was hearing in Brahmaloka, Srimad Bhagavatam lecture. In Brahmaloka, Lord Brahma, there is Sahasra Sirsha Purusha. His service is, he takes the offerings and he sleeps. These are the two services. So in that the explanation it comes why Brahmaji want to this Svetadip for offering prayers to the Lord when Mother Earth comes to him for the difficulties she is facing. It is said that Brahma thought one is at that time this Sahasra Sirsha Purusha, Lord, is sleeping, so he doesn't want to disturb the Lord, so he went to the Svetadip. This is one. Another explanation is he thought, if I pray to Sahasra Sirsha Purusha, if he goes to solve the thing, he will leave his planet. So he thought, that's why he went to Svetadip. So Lord's service is sleeping. So his two services is sleeping, and he takes the offering when he gets up. He takes the offerings. When we do deity service also, we have all the, we offer bhoga to the Lord, and all the way using all the material ingredients. So Lord comes in the deity form, which is material elements, and he accepts all the services because the material conditioned soul, he can't understand Adokshaja, who is above this material things. But Lord kindly appears in the deity form. He accepts all the services, like the material activities which we do. We eat, we sleep, all the things. Lord also, he accepts all the offerings we give to him. Pattam Pushpam Phalam Toyam. When we offer with bhakti or in parampara, praying to the spiritual master, through parampara, Lord accepts those offerings. Even though we are not pure, when we pray to the spiritual masters, Lord will kindly accept the offering. And everything, Lord practically accepts all kinds of services. We offer this tongue cleaner in the morning. There is no, our mouth is dirty, but Lord accepting these things, it is for his pleasure. Lord accepts the bathing with all scented waters, that is for his enjoyment. So all the different we make him sleep in the afternoon. Sometime afternoon Lord's resting is for our resting. we can't serve a whole day. आप थोड़ा सा रेस्ट लीजिए. हम भी थोड़ा रेस्ट लेना है, ऐसा लगता है मेरे को कभी कभी. बेस रात को भगवान को 6 घंटा हो जाए, एंड आफ्टरनून से भी ऑफर 1 to 1 to 3:30. I don't exactly past times, but I'm just what I've done to be proper. It is but Lord accept all this kind of services, resting. भगवान को resting करना. Again we wake up the Lord. We give all the paraphernalia for washing his mouth, bathing different oils and scented water, offering bhoga. So devotees perfectly know how to utilize this. Mayavadi said it is unreal and totally neglect, giving it as false and trying to meditate on impersonal Brahman and trying to enter into voidness. And the people who say that this is only real and let us enjoy, either gross way or without even following scriptures, or the people who follow scriptures to rituals, to perform rituals to get punya, to go to heaven planets and enjoy. So we are fortunate that we have got this Krishna consciousness, exact understanding the purpose of this creation for our own purification. There are other paths which may purify us to certain extent, but this bhakti yoga, where the Vaishnava philosophy understand this world is unreal in the sense it is temporary. So we don't give importance to, we don't get attached to the material things. So we try to use these material things in the service of the Lord. Everything, practically everything, you can say. And even whatever level one may be, everyone has opportunity to serve. Those in the mode of goodness, those in the Suddha Sattva, pure devotees of the Lord, they are fully always engaged in the service of the Lord. And those who are in mode of goodness, they have the kind of services which they can do. So like sometimes we say beat bag pakadte neend aa jate. And how that person get purified slowly, so that at one time he can sit and chant as the years progress. But in the beginning, somebody may take bead bag and sleep. So for them, they have other kind of services. Utilize senses in the service of the Lord. Many services. At least, if you are not able to chant, sit and chant. So chanting. Other times, they can do backup services are there. Cooking, cleaning, so many things are there. And Prabhupada gives so many services. Peaceful. Actually, they're like services transcendental. It depends on the consciousness. But still, those who are in different levels of consciousness, still they can apply their mind and heart in serving. So those in goodness, those in passion, they also have services to serve, to do something for the Lord, to like many services are there. Those who are ignorant, they have also services, like we hear in Prabhupada pastors that crazy Peter. Huh? Crazy Peter. So they are in full ignorance. They are there. फिर भी बोले प्रभुपाद जी, let him be there. That became a scholar later in Krishna consciousness, literature transcribing. So whatever level one may be, still because devotees know the purpose of this creation, purpose of life, exactly what to be done. So when we apply that in our life, by the mercy of Guru and Vaishnavas, Krishna, one can slowly come to transcendental level, where one is in ignorant level, ignorance or in passion or like that. We see in the like of Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj wanted kingdom greater than his grandfather Brahma. When he got the guidance of Narad Muni, afterwards he lamented why he desired the material things. For him it becomes like broken pieces of glasses, these material things. So this is the power of this bhakti to come to transcendental level. So here in this sloka, as we 9.5, where the Mayavadis think this is unreal and they don't follow the scriptures and they conquer their own philosophies, again come back to the material level. And those think who this world is real, try to enjoy this world by either performing ritualistic ceremonies, going to heaven planets. But the real understanding, correct understanding is this world is unreal in the sense it is temporary, but it has its purpose and it is correct understanding is known to only Vaishnavas, devotees of the Lord, and they can engage everyone in the service of the Lord, whatever level may be. So we are fortunate by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Guru Parampara. We know the goal of life. So what we should do is Janma Sat Karo Paropkar. So that's why Sri Chaitanya said, Bharat Bhumi Tahile Janma Sat Karo Paropkar. So we got the jewels. So we accept and share with others. So in our own life we should be sincere, not duplicitous. So for this we should need guidance in time to time what to do. Otherwise we create our own things. Prabhupada writes in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the only qualification required is sincerity. Prabhupada writes. So we should be sincere. If we are not sincere, we duplicitous or we have our own agendas or other things. But if we are sincere, we want to serve Lord will guide us, and devotees will guide, spiritual masters. Then we can जन्म सार्थक कर सकते हैं और we can परोपकार, we can serve others also. हरे कृष्णा. धन्यवाद. श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की. I seek blessings of all of you so that I will try to become sincere. I am not sincere, but I need your prayers to become sincere. Hare Krishna.